Good evening, everyone. T-Speaker 222 XRP Future Millionaire with the side bet on XLM and Future Digibyte OG. So, just a quick update here before my son goes to bed. First, Little B and Roland, thanks for the blessing, both of you, seriously. I know it's been a little slow with donations and stuff and subs the last few days, but there has still been some generosity from some, and I want to thank both of you for sending a donation. Seriously, it means a lot. Helps out. And then Salvador also for the blessing, but I will absolutely, hey Bob. Yeah. What, Tom? Well, Salvador has something for me to say. What is that? Well, Salvatore told me to tell you to fuck off. Whoa, that's offensive. Well, Bob, sometimes you deserve it. Whoa, yeah, I am kind of a douche. You are, Bob, but that's okay. Whoa, you're a douchebag. Well, it takes one to know one, right? Oh, was that a joke? Or was that an insult? I'll leave that up for you, Bob. Okay. So, Salvador, thanks, man. Seriously. So, go through the commodities real quick, and then we're just gonna... Just a quick update. The Dow Jones was up $20.27 today to 34,479. It's in a huge bubble. That's going to collapse in half minimum. The U.S. dollar currency index, once again, for no reason at all, goes up 0.5% at the end of a Friday, just like it did 1 week ago. And what did I tell you 1 week ago? The same thing I'm going to tell you now. Buy your commodities. Don't listen to this bullshit. Look, it's like fucking clockwork for this government bullshit. So, look, 1 week ago, guys, the exact same thing. It did the exact same fucking thing. How much you want about it does this exact same thing come Monday. So, stock up on your commodities. If you can, buy some physical gold and silver now that it retraced a little bit. It doesn't seem like a lot, but I'm putting in an order this weekend at 1876 for gold. I'm going to buy another 5 to 10 grams. I always do 5 to 10 grams unless I have more money to buy an ounce. But I always, on routine, every single month will buy at least, lately, 10 grams of gold. But minimum, I had a minimum threshold that I had to buy at least 5 grams of gold. And I've been doing that religiously for the last, I don't know, probably 8 months. But before that, I had bought ounces at a time. And then I was more religiously buying silver. So, you know, I've got a nice portfolio built up. I got some platinum in there along with some copper. So let's go through this real quick. Again, though, the dollar index, for no reason whatsoever, guys, it does the exact same thing as last Friday. To me, you can call it whatever you want, but there was no reason for it once again. It's a simple, hey, we're going to pay off this, take out some more debt, make it worth money now, and then on Monday, back to the dump. Now it'll probably be under the 90 handle on Monday, and it'll probably be approaching the 89, 88 handle, which is going to be a nightmare. Gold down 21.70 as a result of the U.S. dollar going up for no fucking reason. Down 21.70 to 18.76, or down 1.14%. Platinum, again, a lot of times when gold goes down, platinum will outperform it for some reason. Is up $1.50 or 0.13% to $1,150 per ounce. Silver's down 8 cents or 31/10% to 27.88. Not so bad, but before the dollar did what it did, silver was breaking out. It got over 28. It was up to 28.26. And then all of a sudden the dollar does that. So, just like gold, guys, gold had a nice push up earlier to 1902. It was right on resistance. You know, so was gold, or silver broke out past resistance for the most part. I mean, it was upper resistance, but it was looking good, great volume. And then the dollar just fucking, for whatever reason, went up 0.5%. It was actually more like a 1% because it was down to like 80.5 or 89.5 briefly. Maybe not 89.5, but I know it touched under 90. Because down here we got to 89.84. Yeah, so we were down to 89.83, and then all of a sudden today, it just fucking goes. And today we were at 89.98 or 9.62, and then all of a sudden jump up to 90.6, and that killed the commodities market. So then we continued down, and copper was up 1.28% per pound, or up 5.5 cents to $4.54 a pound. B2 Gold was down 1.20% or 6 cents to $4.93. Great price for this. It offers a 3.30 dividend. So that's amongst one of the higher commodity paying ones if you have a commodity stock. So a mining company. I mean, if you find some oil ones, you'll find some higher paying dividends. But as far as in the mining sector, that's one of the higher paying dividends you're going to find. Fortuna Silver Mines was down 3.23%. You see why I sold it at $6.82, down 22%. And I would have just bought more into it, but I switched it into an asset. So now B2 Gold's paying me 3.3% dividend to keep my money with them. So every year, my 3.3%. I've got $2,200 in it right now. I hope to have $10,000 in it within the next year, because I'm just going to diligently put it in since it's paying me a 3.3% dividend. I'm not going to worry about delegating to other commodity stocks besides my AAU and my GPL. But I'm going to probably cut as soon as they make a run, probably want a GPL or AAU so that I can buy Kinross. But I want to get some money in Kinross as well. You guys will hear about that later. Anyhow, so GPL was down 31, just under, about 31/10%. We'll just say under 0.5%, but it was 0.31% at 71.67. It was up at least. It's been steadily moving back up. As you know, there was a mining collapse in one of their major mines, flooding in the shafts, deemed a safety hazard. So it's going to take time, but they've got other big mines, but this was one of their top 3 mines that they actually excavate out of. So, and they do, as you guys know, with the zinc, they do zinc deposits as well. So that's something interesting in this time. So AAU down 2.29%, or just over a cent, to 54.10. Great prices on both of these, even if they retrace you back to farm up. And then iBio was up another 3.16% to $1.63. So, you know, that might be doing something. I know a lot of people's options expire next Friday. So something tells me we could have an interesting week coming up in the options market as far as to the call side. The shorts have been squeezing out the longs for a couple months. So I have a feeling there's going to be some fireworks next week as far as squeezing out some shorts. So you might see over $2 on iBio. Don't take it to the bank, but just keep it out there. So now with all this shit, it's raining on me right now. Well, it took me 7 minutes to get here. But look, guys, I did an update on this already. I told you it could start falling quickly. And if it doesn't catch right here, guys, I mean, it's already falling quickly if you're in a position. So I said, once XRP touches 85, under 85, there was no point to even be in it. That's why I came on and did the emergency sell. At least by doing the emergency sell, I saved somebody fucking with AMP 15% already, because it was at 0.74 or 0.7, and then it was at 0.66. A lot of these were way up. And now that the clock flipped, remember what I said? This is when it's going to get interesting tonight, guys. The futures is closed. Less volume can make it tank. If you get any kind of significant flush out, well, it's going to be some significant problems. So just pay attention. Be alert. This is nothing more than me going across the board and giving you a quick update. So I'm going to go through the commodities. Or I already did the commodities, so I'm going to go through just a quick rundown. ADA's down 0.86% or 1 cent to $1.42, but I expect it to go much worse. I wouldn't even look for an entry point with ADA until we get back down to that 115, 120 range. But still, guys, my entry point for ADA is 88 cents or lower. You guys can call me crazy, but we'll talk when we get there. Ethereum's down $18.53 or about 0.80% to $2,335. I expect that to be under 2,000 in the short term, and then I expect it to possibly retest under 1,000 because we did have that. I remember because I was going to buy it and my Robinhood didn't go through in time. I was going to throw $2,000 on it at $800 when the new year came in. So it's got to come back down there and retest that area. I firmly believe that. Matic's down 2.40% right now, and this, mind you guys, this only flipped over about an hour ago or 22 minutes ago. I can't remember if it's 8 or 9 Eastern Standard Time. So it's really new on this clock flip. But Matic, my target buy is 88 cents. Again, well, you guys laugh at me, but I'll see when we get there. But I also said that with ADA, I'd start buying it at 95, 96 cents. So be cautious. IOTA down 1.80% at this current time to $1.02. And honestly, I think IOTA, my target price, if I was going to buy IOTA, you got to look for 75 cents or lower. Algo's at 95.34, down 2.05%. Before you can even start nibbling at algo, you got to look at that 65 cent range, just like XRP. Except you might be able to start nibbling at 70 cents with algo, but I'm just saying, you be cautious. This is going to drop another 30% before I'd even start touching any of this. Bitcoin, or before I even reevaluate the pattern, let's put it that way. Bitcoin is down 455.65 or 1.22% to 36,882. It lost its handle on 37,000, so now it's going to get interesting. I wouldn't buy Bitcoin until you see it under 30,000. We might get a bounce at 28, but possibly the big bounce comes at 22,000, and then we outright collapse after the bounce from 22 to 30. Doge is down 1.45%, but if you bought it yesterday, you're getting hammered right now. It's at 31,447, and I wouldn't touch Doge until it gets down to that 22 cent double bottom. That's just the cold hard truth. It could bounce off 28 cents, like we were saying, but I have a feeling because of what happened here, once we collapse here, we're going right through 28 cents. That's all this structure and bullshit is for. XRP is down 1.12%, or at 83.76. I wouldn't touch XRP until 65 cents at the double bottom, because that's where I think we could get a little play, but it could be even worse to 52 cents. That's why I say we have to watch. XLM's down 1.29%, or 31.24. So XLM I wouldn't even touch again. That's the same as Doge. Unfortunately, we're lumped in the same category now. Doge will fall a little bit faster because when we crash, Doge can't be a higher price than XLM, and you'll always see that Doge will always separate lower than XLM. So I expect XLM to start buying back in at 25 cents if you want to. I have a target price for 18 cents minimum on XLM. It sounded crazy at 70 cents. Does it sound crazy anymore? I actually have a scenario where it goes under a nickel to 10 cents. VeChain is down 1.74% at 10.3 cents. I wouldn't touch VeChain until it's back around 6.5, 7 cents. That's where my target buy is. That's what I did last time. I had a nice profit. But guys, there's a scenario where this is between 3 and 5 cents. DGB's down another 2.02% after the clocks flipped to 55.31, 0.05531. I wouldn't start touching DGB. Like I said, there's going to be a retrace to about 4.8. But I honestly have a target between 2 and 3 cents and a possibility where it goes to 1 cent. Does it look crazy now? Before it did, yes. Even these numbers look fucking insane. I acknowledge that, but now it looks routine. ZIL is down another 1.78%. To just has a handle on 10 cents, but I have a feeling we're about to break that handle and turn to the downside. I wouldn't touch ZIL until it's sub 6 cents. Unless we get a double bottom at like 7. But I'm telling you guys, I have a feeling this is going to go right through those last support levels to double bottom. And then we're going to go even farther. XDC's at, 4.5, just under, or just over 4.5 cents, 0.046. I wouldn't even touch this until it gets under 3.8, 0.38. But I honestly, guys, there's a chance that this goes to the next zero. This could go from 0.04. If it's at 4 cents and XRP comes down below 20, this is going to be at 0.00 something. So I wouldn't even touch that until we get to those levels. H-bar lost the handle on 20 cents like I told you earlier it would. It's down 2.83%. And I wouldn't touch H-bar. Like I said, my first target's 15 cents on a double bottom. But I think this could go under 10 cents and even farther. You could actually get a scenario where H-bar is under a penny in a doomsday scenario. Litecoin is down 1.31% to $160.64. I wouldn't touch Litecoin, like I said. I'm not touching it again until it's under $100. You guys can do whatever you want. There's a double bottom at like 115 or wherever the hell it's at, but I'm not touching it. Dot's down 0.12% to $20 or up 0.12% to $20.98. But like I said earlier, Dot's going to retrace, and it's going to retrace hard. I wouldn't be touching this until it's under $10. I know it sounds crazy. Stores is at 90 cents, down 3.24%. I wouldn't touch Stores until it gets down to that 45 cent mark, unless you're looking for a double bottom at like 68, 70 cents. Stratus is down 2.57% to $1.25. I wouldn't even be touching this until it gets under $1, possibly around the 80 cent mark. But that's where if you're looking for a double bottom, I think this is going to go much, much worse. AMP is down 1.39% further to 6 cents. It's barely got a handle on 6 cents. It's going to collapse under that very quickly momentarily. But that I wouldn't even tell you where to touch it because it's probably going to roll over to the next zero when all this is said and done. In the worst case scenario. But, you know, if XRP's at 15, 20 cents, this shit ain't going to be even a penny. So, I know this was an extended breakdown with some targets. I hope you enjoyed it. Stay true, stay blessed. If you want to donate, links in the description. If you want to join Tom's Army, I encourage each and every one of you to do it so you can keep getting these updates just like this and keep me here on YouTube, period.